So in today's video, I want to talk about how you can optimize your Skool About page for more conversions and more sales, right? But I also want to dive into some other stuff that you can do to lower the friction, to get more people into your paid community or into your free community. And then also when you do get people into your free community, how do you actually convert them then later into the paid one? Because there's not only like one thing we need to fix, but it's more so of like a holistic solution to it all, right? It's multiple different parts to it, but my promise to you, if you follow everything that I tell you about in this video, let's change to this mic, then you will 100% increase your conversions into your free or paid communities, and you will crush it. So let's dive into it. How to optimize your Skool About page for higher conversions. And here is what we're going to cover today on the Skool chalkboard right here, right? We're going to talk about, first of all, how to lower the friction, right? Because this is crucial. When we want to increase our conversions, we need to lower the friction so that more people join. I'm going to talk about how we do that. Then I'm going to talk about the graphics, right? So on your Skool About page, we can have graphics. We also have copywriting, so we're going to talk about that. And then also the follow-up. This is amazing because most people, it's crucial to do this right, because most people will not join immediately. So we need to have a system to be able to follow up with them over time to get them to join. If not today, then hopefully tomorrow, right? So let's start with the first point, which is to lower the friction, right? And the easiest way to lower the friction, if you ask me, and I'm going to go into detail what this is to either have a free community. This is what I'm doing, right? If we're trying to convert people into a paid community and make more sales, the easiest way to lower the friction is to have a free community. Alternatively, we can also have free trials. This is not yet live on Skool, but it's hopefully coming very, very soon. So we're going to talk about that as well. And so it's all about give, like give free value up front, right? And then have the ultimate lead magnet. So let's dive into all of this. And I want to start off with the free community. But just to highlight what I mean, right? Here is my paid community. It's called Max Premium, right? And it costs $125 per month. If this is the first time that you see me here on YouTube, right? You don't know who I am yet. And my point with giving free value to you is to basically get you to like me and hopefully trust me over time and warm you up and give you enough value over time so that over time in the future, you will recognize my face enough and basically when you see me, you think of value, right? But let's imagine you see an ad of me, right? You just see an ad on Facebook, you click on that ad, you come to this page, you have no idea who this guy is in a weird t-shirt, you have no idea what Skool is, and it costs $125 per month. Most people will not join here. And selling a low monthly or like a subscription product is, according to some of the hardest sales that we can do up front and to new people that have no idea who we are, right? So we want to lower the friction on this page. We want to make it so that it's easy to buy into it. And there's two ways you can do that. You could either build a free community. So I have Max Free and I have Max Premium, right? I do all my promotions to the free community. And the reason why I do that is because the friction here is literally zero. It's free, right? You don't even have to put in your credit card. You don't have to do anything. Even if this community was just $1, the friction is still there. I still have to get up from my share, get my credit card, think through it a couple of times, do I really want to do this? And then I write the codes. I need to do I really want to do this? And then I need to verify the purchase on my phone. The friction is high. Even though if it's just $1, the friction is super high, right? When we're asking for money from people who have no idea who we are. So we need to lower the friction. And the way we do that, again, I do that with a free community, but very soon what's coming to Skool, as mentioned, we're also going to have a free trial here, right? So yeah, you can start a free trial. You're still going to put in your credit card, but you can test it out for free for 7 days. So you can make an argument that when we get the free trials, the only thing that you could need or use then is just to have a paid community with a free trial attached to it. And I think that's going to work really well. However, having a free community is like the ultimate lead magnet, if you ask me, because we can promote it as a free course. You don't have to put on a credit card or anything like that to join the group, right? You just see an ad or you see this YouTube video where I pitch a free community. You can go to this page, and if I'm like, who is this guy, this random dude sitting in a weird room with a shirt and he talks about Skool or whatever it is, I have no idea what that is, but it's free, right? So I might as well just join and check it out. And so if we go back to the presentation, then we could either do a free community or free trials. And the reason why we want to lower the friction is because we want to give value up front, right? So why do we want to give value up front? Well, let's discuss that, right? And why that is powerful and why that is super important. So if we go into Skool, there we just get a sale. That's funny. But if I go into the free community, right? So max free. When you join this community, right, it's free. The whole idea here is that we want to give massive amounts of value, okay? Why? Well, because I want you to associate my face with free value, because now I start to warm you up, right? Because if I can give you something that is really, really good for free, then most likely my paid stuff will be even better. This is how our potential customers that comes into our free communities will think. If the free stuff is really, really good, the paid stuff must be even better, right? So and now I start to trust this guy. Now I start to like this guy because he's created something for free that is actually valuable and impacts my life, right? So inside of this Skool community, then, if you go into classrooms, I give away a portion of my paid community for free. So here you can see that I have 10 videos that are 100% for free underneath each video. And this video is 1 hour. This is almost 1.5 hours. This is 40 minutes. This is 30 minutes. This is an hour long, 40 minutes long, etc., right? It's a meaty course. It's like 7 hours worth of content here, helping people to start, run, and grow the first Skool community. Underneath each video, you can see that I have some call to actions. Book your free one-on-one Skool onboarding call. I'm going to talk about that later in this video on how we convert them people from free into the paid community. We have joined the Skool games and also get the full Skool masterclass course here, right? So here's a link then directly to the paid community. So I give you free stuff, but also then pitch you the paid stuff. If you want the full course, you can buy in here, right? So that is how we do that. We're going to talk more about later in this video exactly the strategies that I use to actually convert people from this free community into the paid one. But the main thing we just need to focus on now is that we want to lower the friction. Either with a free community, that's what I recommend. I don't see enough people doing this. This is what I push and try to get people to do more of because it's extremely powerful. Like, we're getting all of our sales from the free community. I would never have been able to grow my Skool community to where it is right now without my free community. Never, ever. It wouldn't have happened. And I've even seen some creators right now on Skool that have big communities. They have big paid Skool communities, but they also have big free communities. And one community in particular, they had like 50,000 people in their free community, and they closed down their free community, which is insane to me. Like, I don't think they understood what potential their free community actually had. Again, which I'm going to go over now in a little bit later in this video, how we actually convert people from the free one into the paid one. But the whole idea here is to give. And now you should know why, because we want to give value so that we want to lower the friction and create future customers, and we want to wow them with a great experience in the free stuff. So then when they get to the paid Skool community page here, right? Now this guy is not a stranger anymore. Now they associate this guy with value, and they almost feel like indebted to buy into the paid one because they received so much free stuff, so much value in the free stuff, right? So this becomes the ultimate lead magnet, and Hormozi has a saying that the best lead magnet that you can have, or the ultimate lead magnet that you can have, is to give away something that people are used to pay money for, right? So if you can give away something that people are used to pay money for, that's like the ultimate lead magnet. And what better to give away a course on something that is super valuable for free? Imagine if people are looking for a course on how to invest into real estate, let's say, and all of the courses out there costs $5,000 or $2,000 or whatever, $2,000, let's say. And then this girl comes around or guy comes around and they offer a better course that is for free, right? And you get a taste of that course, and you get some value. that course actually impacts you and helps you. And then they pitch a paid one that is, instead of being $2,000 up front, costs $200 per month. Now it's like, whoa, this is a no-brainer, right? So this is the main thing, the first thing I want to talk about on how to optimize your Skool About page, is to lower the friction. We don't want to bring the traffic to the paid community. We want to either utilize free trials or a free community. I highly encourage the free community route, right? Now, let's talk about graphics, because graphics on your Skool About pages to increase your conversions are huge. They're super important, and I don't see enough people leveraging it in the right way. I'm not saying that I know the ultimate way, but at least I have gotten help from a very talented guy with my graphics. His name is Nathan Field, and we're following a framework and we're testing this out. And most people don't even use this real estate of having the graphics. And they do a lot of rookie mistakes, and it's a very easy way to optimize it. So I want to cover that, right? So we're gonna talk about the Loom video, the IDA framework, and then also a call to action, right? So the easiest way to cover this, and then also Canva, right? How do we actually create those graphics? I can talk about that as well. So if we go to my paid community, right? When I talk about graphics, it's really these things, right? So I have a video here, then I have 5 other graphics here, and then I have a graphic in the top right. The one on the top right is not super crucial. Here, you can really use whatever you want that. I like to have something personal, maybe an image of you or your team or something related to what it is that you do in your community, right? Like something that conveys people or fun. It doesn't have to be too strict. Like this could be a wild card if you ask me. It doesn't have to be something super crazy important. But a big rookie mistake that I see people do is that they have one image here and then they have one image here. So they have the same image on 2 places, which is redundant, right? So we can have one image here on the top right that kind of conveys the feeling of the community. And then the first one we want to have is something called a VSL video or a video sales letter, but a very, very simple version of it that I can show you in a second, kind of how it works. And we want to upload it to Loom, this video player called Loom.com. And the reason why we want to use Loom.com is because it looks very good, but most importantly, we get a GIF thumbnail, right? A moving thumbnail. So we get something that is moving. It makes the page a bit more alive, and we want to click it, right? Because our eyes are drawn to stuff that are moving, right? So when we get this thumbnail that is moving, it's a lot more appealing than just a static YouTube video thumbnail, right? So we do that. And then how we build this actual video is a very, very simple format. And this is a format that I think Sam Ovens, actually, who built Skool, he kind of made this format popular. And what the format is that you use just a Google document. So now it's going to be me on 2 places here. But you have it. I just use a Google document where I go cover why join and learn for me, who is this community for, what's the offer, and then let's just take a look at the inside. So I just basically read through this document, cover these points, and then we take a look at the inside, right? So then Dylan, my community manager, is basically basically showing the inside of our paid community. So he shows the classrooms, everything that you get, all of the calls and everything. And the whole video is about like 7 minutes long, and we recorded this in 1 take. So we have a Word document and a screen share of the inside of the community. It's like the easiest VSL video that you will ever make. And it works really, really good because it's straight to the point. It's very simple to consume and understand, right? Then what we use for the different ones is that we have different just graphics, right? So for example, you can see here that we're following a different design. We'll most likely redo this one now very soon, but this is what we have right now. It says here, right, learn how to build a X dollar per month community from a Skool winner, right? Then we have another one, unlock profits in 3 simple steps. So here, we can go over them a little bit bigger here, right? So price increases soon. Join and lock in your price for $125 per month. We have a testimonial here on the bottom left. So step 1, you click and join Max Premium. Step 2, you make a payment. Step 3, you start to scale your Skool community, right? So this is something, again, that Nathan Field has helped me with. And this is following the IDA framework, which stands for attention, interest, desire, and action, right? I think that is what it stands for. Attention, interest, desire, and action. So that's the IDA framework. And he has basically taking a lot of inspiration from the e-commerce space as well, right? So this is just something that is very simple to consume for the mind and for the eyes. It's just like unlock profits in 3 simple steps. Here's what I need to do to kind of get in there. I join, I make the payment, and I get access to the course, right? And then also we just have get instant access to 38K of value for just $125 per month. So here we just have a value stack, right? So everything that's you get included in the course when you buy in. We also have a risk reversal, right? So 100% money back guarantee. We have a no questions asked, 100% money back guarantee. Just message us when they approve your refund, right? So there's literally no risk to join. And then we have a call to action at the end, right? So grow a profitable school community and online business for just $125 per month. Join now, right? So in the IDA framework, right? First we have the attention, something that is moving. We have a video here. We're trying to pique interest by going through and desire, right? And then we have an action or IDA, call to action at the end, which is basically to join the community. So I'm not saying that this is the best way to go about it or that this is by any means like the perfect way. We're still testing this out, but most people don't either. They don't have a video here first, or if they do have a video, it's all over the place. Or they just have one video that doesn't really make the point concrete enough, and then they don't use or leverage the other real estate that we have here, right? Or they have one image here and then they have the same image here. So it's like most people are doing this. I've seen a lot of variations from it, and normally people don't have like a thought through process of how to optimize the graphics on their Skool About pages. And by doing something like this, at least we have a system that we can kind of follow, right? So that is then the Loom video, the IDA framework, call to action, then Canva, right? So if you want to build those graphics, you can use Canva, for example, right? So we have canva.com. That's a free tool that you can use. You can also use like photoshop.com. And also what we're doing inside of Max Premium, a small plug here, is that we basically give away those templates and we build those templates for you. So you don't have to hire a designer, etc., right? So that's one of our perks that we have in our community as well. So yeah, that's basically the graphics. Now, if we continue and talk about the copywriting, right? Copywriting on your Skool About page is key. And the most important thing when it comes to copywriting, basically your text on your Skool About page, is that simplicity is key. If you make your copy too bulky, like when you just review your page and it's just a bunch of text, you just get tired by looking at it. Like we need to make it simple and easy and fresh to consume and easy to understand. And also we want to put the thing that people want up front, like immediately. You should just be able to glance over the Skool community and you should see something that you want. That's the whole idea. And an easy thing to convey this messaging on Skool, what I like to use is just learn how to. In this community, you will learn how to ... Learn how to invest in real estate, or learn how to build a Skool community, or learn how to become a bit better jiu-jitsu fighter, or learn how to lower your golf score, right? It's just like, that is a simple kind of copywriting framework that I like to use on Skool because it's very simple. And also a very important thing here is to get to the point, right? We need to get to the point immediately. We can't, we need to make sure that when people just glance over the copywriting, they should understand immediately what it is about. And then we need the value stack and a call to action. So let's break this down, right? If we, again, open up my paid Skool community, top right, it says, learn how to make money online with Skool. That's it. I don't have a bunch of text here. If it's not too long, it's very short and to the point. It's learn how to make money online with Skool. That's it. You know that immediately, right? Then if you go down here, it says, join Max Premium and learn how to get your first 10 paying Skool clients in 30 days, step by step. Get the framework Max used to win the Alex Ramosi Skool games and add 40K in 27 days. Now, I've had this copy now for a long time, and I know that it's converting, but now when I look at it again, I would arguably try to make this even shorter and even punchier. Just learn how to make money online with Skool, get the blueprint Max used to win the Skool games, and add 40K in 27 days or whatever, right? But it's still, so like, I would like to make this even punchier and even shorter to make it even easier to consume. Because when I glance over this, it's like 3 lines of text. I would like to have it at 1.5 lines, right? Then it says try risk-free. So risk reversal, 100% money back guarantee, exclusive daily VIP access to Max, join now, price increasing soon. And then we have 3 like exclamation mark emojis. This is short and it's value points, right? And it's risk reversal, so I put them pretty highly as well. Immediately it's just like, I want to lower the friction, right? I want to make it a no-brainer to join type of thing. Then I have the value stack. And I've had a much longer value stack before, but after going to Vegas and getting input from both Alex Shamos and Sam Alvins on this, and I agree with them, it should be even shorter and even punchier than this. You should have maybe just like 3 points that are like, you don't want to have everything. You just want to have the things that people care about. Because people, they want to buy the thing that they want, right? They want to give money for the stuff that they want. They don't want to pay for stuff that they don't want. Then it's just like, I'm getting a bunch of extra stuff that I don't need. So we need to be super like, we need to only mention the stuff here that we really, really want them to have. So in my case, I say the Skool masterclass, right? So how to run a Skool community, the YouTube masterclass, how to grow on YouTube, right? Might not be like, I have something better that we're going to mention here soon. So this will most likely kind of fall off the list. Media buying masterclass, that I could add like to change to like Skool ads masterclass or something like that, because it's a like ads masterclass specifically for Skool. So that could be changed, right? 7 Q&A calls per week. We actually have even more than that. Monthly mastermind bonus, Skool entrepreneur community bonus, personal one-on-one coaching with Max. And these two could potentially, like, I could tighten this up. The point is that you don't want to have too many. You just want to mention the stuff that people really, really want, right? Total value. So you can see we put the price point at each step as well. And then we just make a total value. So we do a value stack with a price, and then we do a price drop. So this is like 23K of value. You get it for 125K a month. We do the risk reversal again, and then a call to action at the end, right? So yeah, this is also a very simple framework that you can basically copy for your free and paid communities, like quick intro, risk reversal, value stack, total value, risk reversal, call to action. Have a call to action at the end. Click here to join, right? We want that to be the last thing here. We want that to be the last thing here. We want to mention that in the video. It's like call to action is to click right here to join, right? Yeah. That basically summarizes the copywriting. So simplicity, learn how to get to the point, and then value stack and call to action. The next thing, which is crucial if you want to increase your conversions for your Skool community, is to follow up and learning how to follow up and when to follow up and how to do it consistently over time without being annoying, right? And it all comes back to value again. So I'm going to break down how we do this. And this is where we get our sales. This is where we do the conversion. The conversion doesn't really happen on the Skool About page if you think of it. Because if you do it the right way, as I recommend it to do, or the right way, but what I recommend that works better, meaning that you lower the friction with, let's say, a free community, you don't really do the conversion on the paid community's About page, right? You really do the conversion before they get to the About page. And that happens in the follow-up, right? So we want to get them into the free community, give value, nurture them, follow up with them by giving value, get them to understand the offer, to want the offer, and then when they get to the Skool About page, they've already really converted before they get there, right? So email question in the free community. I want to talk about email because email is absolutely huge. For follow-up, and it's very underestimated. I used to underestimate email for a long time, and it's absolutely massive. So we're going to talk about that. Also, retargeting ads is huge. Value posts, absolutely massive. And then free onboarding calls, this doubled my sales. We went from 30, 35 sales per week to 75 plus sales per week by doing onboarding calls. So I want to talk about that. And also one-on-one DM closing. This is not something we do yet, but something we're about to incorporate now very soon that I think is potentially going to be even more powerful than onboarding calls. So imagine that. If we doubled our sales with onboarding calls, and I think this is even more powerful, it's going to be sick. And this is basically all about follow-up. So let's break it down one by one, right? So the first thing we want to do is the email question for the free community, because a huge benefit when you have a free community, and remember what I just said, right? The conversion doesn't really happen on your paid Skool community page. The conversion happens really before they even get here. That is why I don't bring any cold traffic directly to my paid Skool community, because if somebody has no idea who I am, they will not just buy in. Maybe few people, but most people will definitely not do it. And all of our sales we get into Max Premium right now, I want to say 98% are coming from our free community, or they watch my YouTube channel, checked out my free Skool community bit, and then they book a call and then they become a customer, like pretty much all of them. So the conversion is not happening here. It's actually happening before they even get here. And that is in the follow-up, right? So we get them into the free community. And when somebody joins our free community, right, we get their email, right? First, they have to sign up for a Skool community, but we have a custom question as well. So I'm going to show you what that is, right? So if you go into Max Free, if you go into settings, and then under plugins, what you can do is that you can ask for membership questions here. So if I click on edit, you can see that we ask for email, phone number, and then also, do you understand that they need to verify that they understand that they need to fill out the correct information to get approved. We ask for their phone number here. I will most likely remove this because we don't really leverage that. We don't really text them anything, or we don't really call them. But we need to ask for their email, right? Because when we do get their email, we can then send that email into our backend CRM system. In our case, we use High Level. And we're actually working on a deal right now where we will give all of our customers inside of Max Premium High Level for free. So that's going to be a huge perk for our customers inside of Max Premium, that you basically get High Level for free. That's not launched as of the day of this recording, but if you're watching this in a couple of weeks from when I released it or whatever, month or so, that will most likely be released. And but yeah, when we get their email from somebody joining Max Free, we put that email into High Level, and then we can use High Level or this tool then to send emails back to them, and we can build an autoresponder and we can nurture them over time. And doing this is absolutely massive, and we need to ask for their email in a question like this, because if we don't get their email. So this is absolutely massive. I can make a separate video on kind of how to make those emails. It's a little bit out of the scope of this video, but the first point on this list is to ask for the email question in your free community, and then get them into an autoresponder, whether if that's on High Level or Active Campaign or whatever you use. But we need to get their email into the autoresponder and then nurture them there. That's huge, because in this follow-up with the emails, we can then get them back to the free community. We can pitch them to join our paid community. We can pitch our onboarding calls, and yeah, we can pitch pretty much whatever we want. So it's absolutely crucial to ask for their email. So that's the first thing. The next thing we can do is that we can do retargeting ads. So this is also a type of follow-up, right? Because right now on Skool, if you go into plugins here as well, we can connect the metapixel tracking. So we can basically build Facebook advertisement campaigns that whenever somebody lands on our Skool About page for the Max Free or for the Max Premium, for our free or paid communities, whenever somebody lands on this page, we can identify who they are on Instagram and Facebook, and we can show them ads. And we can then basically retarget them with an offer back to the paid community. So basically what my strategy is with the retargeting ads, and I got this advice from Alex, because he said that never pitch in your organic content. At least never pitch paid stuff, right? I pitch in my organic content. I pitch people to get into my free community, but that's just another value, right? If you watch a YouTube video like this, you're like, oh, this is actually interesting. I'm learning about Skool, this is cool, I want to check it out. And then I'm like, yeah, I have a free course. Then that's just more value, right? And it's free. But if I pitch something paid, you're like, why does he pitch paid? I don't really know this guy yet. So I don't know. You might even be turned off by it. So in my organic content, and even in my ads, in my paid stuff as well, I always promote my free course first. I bring all of new people into my free course first, because that's, again, I want to lower the friction. I want to provide value up front. But then what I do is that I do retargeting ads, because as soon as you've seen me once, you've gotten some value from me, right? I get your email, or start to send you emails with even more value, etc., etc. Then I do retargeting ads, and I then pitch the paid community. And in those retargeting ads, I don't spend any time trying to convince you who I am or that you like me or to trust me or anything. I just take for granted that you already know who I am and hopefully that you've received some value from me. So I'm just going straight to the point. Like in my retargeting ad for my paid community, it just says, here's what you get when you join Max Premium. And it's just takes them directly here. And it's converting really well. We're getting sales on average for $60 with that retargeting campaign. And it's for a $125 community. So we're getting our money back on the front end. Obviously, we make more money from each sale if they stay for the long term, right? So that's what Hormosa said. Never pitch in your organic stuff. Only pitch your paid stuff in ads, right? So you use your organic stuff to bring new people in, and then you retarget them with paid ads to pitch the paid community. Yes. So that is retargeting ads. I have a complete ads course inside of Max Premium on how to do this, my paid community, but I was also giving away half of that course for free on YouTube. So if you want to check out my retargeting ads course or my ads course specifically for Skool, I have that video here on YouTube. So that is that. Value post. This is the next thing, right? This is also huge. So if you go into my free community, so you can see here, I did a value post 2 hours ago. So here you can see that we have received 15 likes and 20 comments. And this is just a value post. So this is how to get rich in 2024. I talk about the importance of doing an audience. I did a Loom video that was 6 minutes long. And then, I just have a GIF here. Let's say, come on, just give them what they want. So the video was basically about, if you want to convert people and make sales, you need to give the market what they want. And you can see here that people started commenting like, yeah. So, and then also at the end, an important note is that at the end, I do a pitch like if you want help to figure this stuff out, then you can book a Skool onboarding call, right? So I'm not going to talk about what that is in a second, but it's basically value text, value video, and then a call to action at the end. And then people start commenting. And that's basically it. So I do one of these posts pretty much every single day. And the way I do those posts is that I just reuse my emails. So this post right here is an email that we sent like last month. And I just took that email that we sent to our email list and I did a new post about it with a video. Because not everybody read this email. And even if they did, maybe they forgot about it. And even if they read it, I have a unique video attached to it that talks about my experience that I didn't have in the email. So this is one way that we can, we send emails every single day to our list, but then I can just take those emails and then later I can do a value post of it. And I do a post like this every single day. So if I go to my profile here, we can actually check this out. So that you know that I'm not bullshitting. Let's see here, and then we do max free, and we only want to see posts. So you can see here, I did, 2 days ago. I didn't do one yesterday, but 2 days ago. Then 2 days ago again, or 3 days ago. Then 3 days ago. So I'm doing this consistently. And some of these ones are getting pretty good engagement, right? And we're getting a lot of calls booked from this. So I do this once per day, we're converting a lot of those people into customers by doing value posts like this. And again, this is just value. It's called value posts, right? Because it's just value up front with a call to action attached to it. So if we do, let's see here, this, if you can open one that had quite a lot of engagement, like this one, for example. This one was pretty much just a pitch, but with value as well, right? So it's pitch, value, and I'm just going over some results that people are getting and basically book a call. And then you can see here that we're getting comments that people are booking, et cetera, et cetera. So this is also a huge way to how to optimize for conversions by doing value posts. The next thing we do is those free onboarding calls, right? So you can see in all of these posts, so in this one, for example, Dr. Huberman's flow state hack, again, it's an email that I've written before, or that my email guys have written before. So it's massive value in here. I do a video. I do some funny gifts because I talk about coffee. I talk about Swedish snus, which is basically tobacco. I talk about meditation. And if you do all of these things, you can get massive focus. I don't even use snus or drink coffee, but I mentioned it in the video. So that's why I had the gifts. But yeah, so all of these video posts, right, are basically then linking to an onboarding call. So if we open this up, we offer free, we call it Skool onboarding calls. You can literally call this free value call or free, I don't know, blueprint call. You can call it whatever you want to. It's basically a way for us to provide value to our community. We offer them for free. We basically help people to get started for free with Skool. We help them to set it up. If they have any questions, select a niche, whatever questions they have, we help them for free on those calls. And then also what we do on these calls is that we take them the opportunity to show them a one-on-one on a Zoom call what's inside of Max Premium. And then we present them with an offer, and if they want to join, that's fine, that's amazing. If they don't want to join, at least we've been able to provide a lot of value for free. Imagine that buyer journey, right? You basically get into a community that is free. You can get a course for free, right? And you get value posts for free, and you get calls, Q&A calls every single week for free that I don't even mention yet, and you get a one-on-one coaching call for free, right? So imagine that when you get to then the conversion page for Max Premium. Now you have all of this value with free value that you received with you from before, right? So now when you get to this Skool About page to convert, this guy is not a stranger anymore. You've received so much free value from it. So now it's like a no-brainer to buy in if you like the stuff that was free versus coming to this page and having no idea, right? So I hope you start to see the difference now that the conversion really happens before they even get to your paid community by lowering the friction, all of these things that we're talking about, right? And then the final thing that we haven't even started to incorporate in yet is the DM closing, right? And these free onboarding calls, we're pretty much getting, we were getting 50% of our sales from this initially. Now it's even higher than that. And we doubled our sales after we started doing those onboarding calls. So it's super powerful. And now what we're going to do next is that we're going to do a one-on-one DM closing strategy that we're now implementing right now, where we can basically close in the DMs by using a tool called ManyChat. So this is also a portion of follow-up. But this is actually something I'm going to do a video on later because we haven't even started to implement this yet. But it's going to be an absolutely super golden video. And I'm also going to do a more in-depth video on this. Actually, let me know what you guys want to see in the next video. Like, I can make a separate video on all of these points, like, you know, the graphics, the copywriting. I can make it about like free trials, free community. I can make videos about the IDA framework, you know, Canva, or how to make Loom videos. I can make a video about, you know, the copywriting side of things, or like the free onboarding calls, the value posts, the retargeting ads, you know, the emails, the DM closing. I can make videos about all of this. So whatever you guys want to see, just let me know in the comments what you want to learn about next. And yeah, I will 100% make a video on it. So that is basically it for this video today. If you want to watch another video, I highly recommend checking out this video that you see on the screen right now, where it's a 7-hour Skool masterclass. So if you want to learn Skool for free, and I share everything exactly how I won the Skool games, check out that video and I'll see you there. Let's go.